Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you 15 visualizations for unmet need. Before we begin, let's define unmet need. Now unmet need can have several definitions depending on the context. In our example, we will be interested in the definition from the business perspective. So unmet need basically means gaps and problems a company has regarding its customers or clients, and typically they don't have solutions for it. So identifying and addressing these create value, and of course it helps differentiate the companies from their competitors. With that in mind, let's begin. The very first visualization I have is called empty space. We have a brick wall here with some bricks missing. Now it doesn't have to be a wall. The concept is you can have any object and have some pieces or parts of it missing, so that missing gap would indicate unmet need. I call this empty space so that it's easier for us to remember. Next one, we have a familiar one, a broken chain or link. Missing part of the link is basically our unmet need here. This is a general purpose visualization, so it can work across different scenarios. Third one we have is a missing puzzle piece. So the missing puzzle piece indicates the unmet need or the gap or problem that a company has regarding its customers. This is again a general purpose visualization that is flexible across different scenarios. It doesn't have to be a circle. You can also have a square jigsaw puzzle. Just have one or more pieces missing that can indicate unmet need for our visualization. Fourth one we have is a creative one. So we have the word unmet need itself being visualized. So the white gaps that you see are negative spaces, and the paint bucket above is intended to act as a solution for it. This would be a good title slide or a logo of some sorts. This can again be used across many scenarios. The fifth one I have for you is a broken object which has some cracks or damages across it. Here I have two examples, a broken vase and a damaged building. It can also be any other object. Just have these cracks showing up somewhere, and then you can tie that to the unmet need that you are focusing on. This is a good visualization for infrastructure domain. You could also have a road graphics with some damage in it, although I'll be having a similar visualization down the line. The sixth one I have is a chart-based data visualization. Here we have a simple line chart. This is a dropout curve showing that enrollment rates for colleges drops significantly after secondary education. So from secondary education to higher secondary, there is this huge gap which is our unmet need that needs to be addressed by the respective institution. We could also show this in a bar chart format. Here we have these gaps shown as these checkered squares, which could act as our unmet need. The eighth one I have is a pie chart with a missing pie or an invisible pie. Now it's the same data we are showing, except that our higher secondary pie has been taken out of our pie chart like so, and we are calling it as unmet need like so. So this is a simple visualization but can be very effective, so give it a try. The ninth one we have is a healthcare visualization. This is a caduceus which has been broken. This symbolizes broken healthcare system. You could also have a plus medical symbol and maybe have a crack going across it. That could also work here. 10th one I have is also for healthcare. We have our same caduceus here, which has a weight tied to its leg or the bottom. This symbolizes overburdened system. Now we could also use a similar analogy with any other symbol or object. Just have this iron ball tied to it somehow to indicate unmet need. The 11th one I have for you is a road journey kind of a format to visualize a gap in a person's lifetime. So here we have 8 stages of a person's life, starting from infancy all the way to late adulthood. And we can show across any part of the road where that gap lies depending on your requirements. So here I have created a road with potholes, which symbolizes the gaps or unmet need for this specific demographic. The 12th one I have for you is called bear shelter. So we have a city skyline And amongst these skyscrapers, we have a bare shelter, a tent or a temporary shelter in between that, which indicates unmet housing needs. The next one I have for you is again for a social scenario. So we have a community of people and a lone person standing away from them, which symbolizes that the person lacks connection or support. I call this isolated figure. 14th one I have for you is for the education sector. So we have a shelf full of books, and a part of that shelf is missing books, which could symbolize lack of learning opportunities or lack of resources. We could also move this unmet need text outside here. All of my graphic I've shown here are completely editable in PowerPoint, so feel free to change things around as you see fit. The last visualization I have for you is a tipping scale. So we have a weighing scale where the heavier side is demand and the lighter side is resource support. So the demand is clearly outweighing our resources or support. So the difference between the demand and resource support is our unmet need. This is a very versatile visualization, can be used for production, operations, or finance departments. By far, this is my most favorite visualization. This is a new format for me. If you like this, I can create more visualizations for you for different business topics or business terms. As with all my videos, I will leave a link to this file in the description. So feel free to use any of these slides for your projects. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe for future videos. And I will catch you next time.